Hi everybody, I am Maggie and thank you for joining me on my channel. I am Maggie Love. I love having this time with you and we're gonna just keep it moving. What I really love about things here is we don't have to look perfect, be perfect, have it all together. We can be on our way to it, or we can be various places in the spectrum. Shaka, and we're still gonna keep going. So we're gonna do a similar thing. We are doing the magic of everyday life with Maria Szepes. And we are in chapter 9, so slow crawl, see what you get out of it. Once again, I'm gonna sit the camera down so you can look at the beautiful view, and here we go. Ooh. Ah. Okay. Hi. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so chapter 9, guys, we are in chapter 9, controlling your emotional world. These instincts blind, starve. Okay, wait, where were we last? We were like, either we reclaim control over our emotional bodies or struggle through life as dethroned or exiled rulers in our inner life, in the clutches of the most trivial, destructive, and instinctive riffraff. So we all decided that we are going to be enthroned in our life, that we're going to be rulers in our life, inner and outer, and we're going to reclaim our emotional bodies, and we're going to release struggle as much as we can. Like, everybody's on their spectrum of it, just keep going. So these instincts bind, starve, burn, inebriate, infect, and drag people into the gutter. Yeah, guys, when we're not in the flow with the universe, we're not in flow with God's will for our life, the instincts bind, starve, burn, inebriate, infect, and drag people into the gutter. We are not going there. Cheap, filthy sensations or praise have them dancing on all floors like an animal for cast-offs. Just that thought, right? We are not animals dancing on all fours. We are going to stand upright like pharaohs, like kings, like queens, and we are going to move into our best life. So in such drunken chaos and decay, a person's primary objective, their development of a higher order, is squandered. The process seemingly begins with mild concessions, slight weakness, comfortable compromises. We have a friend. I love it. Okay. So the process seemingly begins with mild concessions, slight weaknesses, comfortable compromises, and with behavior where a person will tolerate material circumstances and influences, having power over them without criticism, autonomy, or the mental isolation of their essence. So kind of in essence describing codependence, right? When we allow, one allows, yourself to basically get comfortable with that which one should not be comfortable with. They allow the most underhanded impulses to move close within. They lose themselves in the binding details of everyday life without placing in continuous light before them the relationship of the passing moment to the whole. So what's really important with that, guys, is that we have to be in our bodies, and we have to be willing to feel our feelings, our emotions, our body, because it is trying to guide us to safety. If we are overriding our body, our emotional body, our mental body, like the safety flags go in place, we are dissociating. In some places, they'll, like Carolyn Miss work, she'll call it the, or Hands of Light, the schizoid wound, when you're just up, out, and you're not in your body. That's not us. We want to be in our bodies, and we want to be summoning the spirit of ourselves to be full out in this life. So they drift along with their passions. They open the way to banal, poisonous reflexes. They think mass-produced thoughts. They give thought forms to panic and dissatisfaction, which in turn turns into internal commands, an atmosphere of coercion, an infected emotional hummus, in which a mass of gluttonous, tyrannical, instinctual creaturoids come into bustling existence and burgeon into a destructive spiritual malignancy. And a lot of times we will call those our demons, or demons, right? Like the lower shadow parts of ourselves, or the demonic parts, or the shadow side, or the unhealed pieces that need to be healed, right? If we want to direct, let's check that out. If we want to direct our emotional world, then we must first make ourselves independent of the mood swings of our environment. This is a very useful tool for nowadays, especially as the world is upgrading. We must, of course, notice what is going on around us, by which recognition and infectious elements are neutralized through our filtering mechanisms. This reservation and emotional control remains in place even under the most beautiful human emotional influences. Compassion is one of the most honorable qualities and hallmarks of a spirit that has endured and experienced much. Ooh, I want to say that again. Please take, if you can receive this, please do. Compassion is one of the most honorable qualities and hallmarks of a spirit that has endured and experienced much. So if you're one of those spirits, those people who's endured much and had a lot of experiences, endure. Do not give up, because on the other side of this is tremendous wisdom and compassion, for which you will be able to pay that forward to others. Do not give up 5 minutes before your miracle. Just never, ever give up. So, however, it is still improper for us to fall ill as a result of a beloved's sorrow, since our troubles may topple them and we ourselves become incapable of offering them any help. So in essence, in a way, we can empathize and care for people, but you cannot go down to their level. You need to hold the higher vibration so they can find their way out of the darkness. The goal is always to be able to help ourselves and thereby others. A patient on the operating table would indeed be ill, served by a surgeon who bursts into tears at the sight of a painful tumor instead of removing it. So just imagine this, that if a surgeon is operating on somebody and bursts into tears, two things: you just destroyed the sterile field. You do not want to do that, because that person now could be infected and lead to way more other things. But the other thing is, if the physician is doing surgery, the nurse practitioner, the PA, the medic who does a lot of surgical procedures, anyway, whoever is at the helm of that knife, it could be your mom, maybe a lot of people do at-home stuff, veterinarians on the farm, etc. You wouldn't want that person falling apart in that moment, crying in that moment, because it's going to alter what they're cutting, what they're doing, what they're removing, what they're not removing, what they can see. Okay, so that's another beautiful page out of The Magic of Everyday Life with Maria Szepes. I just want to continue to encourage you to please keep looking around, because the magic of everyday life is all around you. Each and every one of you is stone cold or flowing miracles. You're amazing, and you were brought here at a time like this for a purpose such as this. So dig in. When you do get a chance, I really appreciate if you would like and subscribe. Join me on more of my journeys. And I love to hear your comments. I do hope you're all having a great day, because I know you are. And just remember, peace in, peace